Okay, this is not really a lesson. I just want to give you some things to think about if you're thinking about purchasing a guitar, what to get, how much money to spend, and so forth. Definitely don't go out and spend a whole, drop a bunch of money on a guitar if you're not really sure if you're, going to end up playing or not. Anything's exciting at first, so you want to think about that. And not spend too much money on it to start with. I would highly recommend getting an electric guitar instead of an acoustic, and here's why. For one thing, it's easier to play an electric than most acoustics because the action is easier and the strings are not quite as thick, and it's just easier to play an acoustic, easier to bend the strings and so forth on an electric. And you can play acoustic stuff on an electric. It doesn't sound quite as good, but you can just put a clean sound on your amp and then play chords just like on an acoustic. And you can also play, kick up the distortion, put effects on, and play some songs with heavy distortion too. So you have both worlds there. If you just get an acoustic, all you can do is play the acoustic stuff, and then the electric stuff may sound okay, but it's just not going to be the same. That's up to you. If you want to get an acoustic, that's fine. And these lessons are geared toward both, so that would be fine. And as far as the money goes, if you're getting an electric, I would spend more money on the amp than the guitar, because the amp is really going to be what makes the guitar sound good. If you have an awesome guitar and a really cheap cruddy amp, it's not going to sound any good. So no matter how good the guitar is, so I'd spend a little bit more money on the amp, I think. They do have what's called a Fender Strat Pack, and you can get that at most guitar places. They'll sell you a package deal where you can get a guitar, a tuner, case, amp, chords, picks, and so forth. And I think it's like $250 or something like that. But now Ibanez is also making packs like that. So, and they are better guitars in my opinion for the money. It may be a little more expensive to get an Ibanez, but I think they just sound awesome. This is an Ibanez that I play on. And then the beginner, starter pack with the Ibanez is just going to have a much better sound than the Fender Strat Pack. Although the Fender Strat Pack is, it's been the standard for many years. So that's my recommendation to you. If you decide to get an acoustic, and you go to the guitar shop, $300 or $400 is a good amount to spend on an acoustic. If you try to go too cheap, you'll get a guitar that's just a piece of junk, and it's going to be really hard to play on it. So you want to spend enough money to have a guitar that's easy to play. Have the technicians play them for you. Sit down yourself and strum a few chords and see how it feels to you, because you want to be comfortable with the guitar. So you need to spend enough to get a good instrument, but don't spend so much that it's too much of a risk, because you may not keep playing. So that's my advice to you.